upset you how. It's not like it has like blood or violence or anything like that, but it's just the things that are said. It might hit your heart a little bit. Might hit your heart a little bit. So I hope everybody in here is ready. That's my intro to it, because I felt like I should give a preface to it. If you've been watching pro wrestling for a while, it's not that anybody died or anything. It's nothing like that. But it is something that it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy for what we've gone through as professional wrestling fans in the recent history. So here we go. Hopefully everybody is prepared. Let's go.
There's no gentle way to say it. To me, you wrestle like a coward. You wrestle like somebody who's afraid to get hit. Like,
I wrestle like a coward.
You wrestle like a coward.
I'm the one?
If I were to create a wrestler who, to me, like embodies, like when I was an independent guy and I was thinking like, oh, okay, what's the soft WWE style? It would be that. WWE is transformed in the last.
Hold on. You had your chance to talk. You're the one that called me a coward in the wrestling ring. I'm the coward in the wrestling ring.
Here we go.
Let's talk about cowards.
Here we
for
go.
1 second. The reason I wrestle the way I wrestle is because I can do it day in and day out, all the time for 10 plus years. I have never in my career ever been injured. I don't get injured for 6 months to a year. I am here.
Look at his wife. His wife's like, yeah, that's true.
But you sit there and call me a coward? Yeah. I'm the coward. Wait, let me tell you about it.
Oh, he's getting up. He's standing up. His wife's got to stand back. She's like, oh, when he gets like this. When he gets like this.
He promises them. I promise you, I will be back in 1 year's time to claim this title. But you didn't, Daniel, did you?
Nope.
I'm the coward.
He did not.
If they would let me come back, I would come back.
Oh, if you would?
Yeah.
You would. You love that WWE ring. You love being wrestling. You love being right in that wrestling ring, and you love wrestling, right?
Look at how red he's turning. Look at this area of his redness.
Bingo halls with your indie
okay, I think you need to calm. That's not what this show's about.
The GM have this. Thank you very much, Renee. This is a great show, but we're talking.
Thank you, Renee. I'm talking here.
Because the fact is,
oh my God.
Me the coward, but you're the one that doesn't get in the WWE ring again. No, don't you walk away from me.
He just bounces on him.
I'm the one that loves the fans.
He just gets up and walks out because he knows that the look in his face.
He walks away every single time. You're the coward. I am not a coward. I am your Intercontinental Champion, and there's a reason I am the title. Reason making this the most relevant, prestigious title that WWE has.
That is straight up true.
On Smackdown Live.
Look at her face. Okay, her hair's still messed up.
141 of the never-ending Intercontinental Championship World Tour, and I swear to you, I promise you, it will be the most relevant title on SmackDown Live. I could care less about those little kids on for the tag team titles and the women's championship and the WWE championship. This is my show, and I'm sick of all of you, my GM, sitting there criticizing me, calling me the coward. You're the cowards. I'm the one here day in and day out in that wrestling ring beating people up. Thank you very much.
Goodness freaking gracious. Oh my God. Yo. When the first time I saw this, I will tell you, I literally had tears in my eyes, because when you look at Daniel Bryan's face, when you've heard everything Daniel Bryan has been saying in the Cruiserweight Classic, all the love and passion for wrestling he exudes, whenever he talks on the mic, you're just like, dude, you should be back in that ring, man. You got to get a second opinion or something. It literally just eats at my heart every time I hear him commentate. Every time I hear him on the mic, I'm like, man, why are you on the mic, man? Get in that ring. Like, but I'm so scared at the same time, because I feel like he's not fit. I feel like he's not ready. I feel like the doctors might have been right about his condition. So I had tears in my eyes because I see the passion. I see the passion that Daniel Bryan has. Daniel Bryan. yeah, he's Daniel Bryan and Kobe Bryant mixed together. He's the greatest of all time. Look at this. You see this? The look in his eyes, it's like he's trying to keep it together. He's like, yo, I just, I don't want to hit you right now, dude. I've been known to hit some people in my life, and I'm really trying not to hit you for real. Like this, if this was scripted, this is one of the best pieces of scripting that I've seen the WWE do recently. Not ever, but recently. This looks like a straight up, not a promo, just straight up like Daniel Bryan pushed the wrong buttons. Miz got tired of people talking trash because he gets no respect at all. No matter what he does, this guy gets no respect, dude. And I've been telling people I love the Miz. I love what he's doing. He's a perfect heel. He's the best heel the WWE has currently, besides maybe Kevin Owens. Him and Kevin Owens, there's nobody better. Nobody better. Jericho, but Jericho's like, he brings this like level of comedy to it. These two, like, they just literally, Miz and Kevin Owens, they just bring this level of heeldom to it that doesn't require comedy at all. It doesn't have to be laughed at. They don't have to give the crowd the phrase they want. They don't have to give anything. They just give what they give. This is incredible. It's incredible. I respect the Miz for sure. I respect Daniel Bryan for sure, but I hope this was scripted, and I hope it means that Daniel Bryan is about to come back to the ring. I can only think of one reason this would be scripted, and that is because, I can think of two reasons. Okay, I can think of one main reason, which is because Daniel Bryan got a second opinion from WWE, because they know that there are a bunch of injuries going around. They need some hot talent to come out there and keep the show alive. I really hope that it's because Daniel Bryan got a second opinion and he's about to come back. And his first ever feud is going to be to reclaim that title that is on this table. And it's versus The Miz. I hope that's why. If that's not why, I genuinely hope that it's because they just want to just keep that title elevated so much to where no matter what happens, it can always be a focus on SmackDown, because I love the Intercontinental title. Don't tell me I don't love it. It's always right here next to me. It's always here. I love this title. This is one of my favorite titles. It's probably my second favorite title. It's tied for second. My first favorite title is the United States Championship, but it's like closely followed by the WWE World Championship, the one that Dean Ambrose has right now. I love the look of it. I think it's perfect. But then there's this, which is pretty much tied with that. They're all in like the same category. I always list them together, so they might as well all be first. I love this championship. I love the people who've held it. I love what it represents. It's such a, how can I say it? It's like the it's like the prestige. It's also the down home, the just people who earn that championship are people who are real wrestlers, people who take the time, who put in the hours. I love that championship because from what I've seen, everybody who's ever held that championship, they do that. They go out there night in, night out, and they personify just the work ethic and everything. Same thing with the United States Championship. You gotta be the dude, you know. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE World Championship. That's a title that just kind of gets on people because they're over with the crowd, or they're what people want to see, and you can personify whatever you want, and just there will be a time in history where you can touch on it. But that title is so epic to me, and so the Miz holding it and how he's holding it is just, it's perfect. So I hope this has to do with the fact that Daniel Bryan is about to come back. I would say that is number one, A1 reason that I hope this happened. If this was straight up the Miz getting mad at him, he deserves to say what he said. He deserves to say what he said. That dude is in the ring every single day. That dude is in the ring every single time. He doesn't get injured. Who the heck is Daniel Bryan to say that at that point? Daniel Bryan has definitely achieved things. He's definitely been awesome in his career, but Miz has a point, man. His style of wrestling is over the top. It definitely has got him into a place where he's not wrestling currently, and the Miz, he has a genuine point. So this particular piece of footage, I hope it's leading to something. I hope it's leading to something. So Cena never held the IC. I got it. He can't wrestle. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that belt definitely personifies something, just like the United States Championship. Both of those are workers' titles. They're titles for workers, people who get in the ring and just put it on the line and wrestle clean and earn it, man. They earn it. And so when it comes to those two titles, that's my point. So I would love to see these two wrestle each other. I would love for this to turn into a rivalry. How epic would it be, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz at this point? Like, it's so tough, man. It's so tough. There are also other stories going on in WWE, but that's the one I wanted to touch on right now. That's the one I wanted to give my opinion on. Is Rkocjay still around? He's still around. He's not wrestling. He still exists. Still exists. Still exists, but he's not wrestling currently. He could probably come back and do a lot of his same moveset right now. Bryan's style is more risk-taking style. Outside dives, high-flying top moves. Yeah, I understand that. But that's what it took. That's what it took to get him noticed and get him into the WWE. So I respect it, but Miz has a point. Miz has a point. He hasn't been injured. He's been wrestling for years and years and years, and he's an accomplished champion. And so for him to get called out about his style is kind of crazy. It's kind of asinine at that point. It's basically like me saying, "Oh, Tim Duncan sucks, man. You don't jump from the free throw line. You ain't shooting no 3-pointers, man. Your 3-point percentage sucks, man. You suck, Tim Duncan." Who are you, by the way? Because I'm a multiple-time champion, and I have led a career that is illustrious, and everybody respects me after my career is over. Who are you? And they're like, well, I'm Allen Iverson. Well, Allen Iverson, you can just shut up, because your style is you go to the hole, you get thrown on the ground, it's like, I'm not comparing Allen Iverson to Daniel Bryan. I'm saying when it comes to people who are just solid and their style is recreatable in every situation, you cannot come at them with, "Oh, hey, but by the way, you ain't prolific, man. You ain't prolific." It's like, yeah, I am, because I've been around for years, and I've won multiple championships, and I'm holding one right now that you gave up. Like, you got to give him props on that. You got to give him props. You can't question him. I know this is a show where you're supposed to like cause some drama, but at that point, when you call somebody a coward, and that's just literally like them being a heel and them putting their style forward and literally keeping themselves in the game and relevant for years and years, you just can't, dude. It's literally like people saying, "Tim Duncan, you suck because you don't dunk from the free throw line. I've never seen you do a double pump reverse dunk on somebody. I've never seen you making multiple 3-pointers in one game, so you suck." It's like, no, actually I don't. I just play my role. I just know my role. I play the lane, and guess what? We just won another championship. What were you doing? That's my exact thoughts on The Miz. It's like, knows his role, plays his lane, and guess what? He's got a whole championship that he's defending at the moment. So he's got a point.